I can't pick a color. Color. I can't pick a color. Maybe I should just do white. I'm gonna just do white. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Y'all already know it's your girl Saint B, and I am back with another video. Y'all already know that life is a bitch and sometimes you are too, so remember to be kind and not to be rude. It's not cute. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Are you rude? It's not cute. Let's just jump right into it, right? So I have this friend named Sin. We're gonna call her Sin. The way that I met Sin though is that I was at a club in Ohio. This is in Ohio. I was at one of my favorite clubs, and I'm not gonna say which club, but I was at one of my favorite clubs with Shiesty and Attention, some girls that I met out here. If y'all don't know that story time, go watch it, go catch up. But I was at this club and I got a little tipsy, and I left my phone in the bathroom. Me being tipsy, I'm frantic. I'm looking for my phone. I'm like, oh my God, somebody stole my phone. I'm automatically like I don't know. Is it just me? Like, if something goes missing, I'm automatically like, somebody stole it. Somebody stole my shit. Somebody stole my shit. So I go in the bathroom, and long story short, Sin comes out the stall that I used when I went to the bathroom. And she came out with my phone, and me and her were like drunk talking to each other. I'm like, oh my God, thank you for not stealing it. You're such a real one. You're such a real. And she's like, you are too, girl. You know, girls drunk in the back. You are too, girl. Oh my God, you're so pretty. Like, pretty girls need to stick together. Stuff like that. So yeah, we exchanged numbers, Instagrams, took some pictures in the bathroom. That's how I met Sin. Now obviously this story time is about Sin. Hey girl. Hey. After me and Sin met at the club, we started hanging out. We just started hanging out, and this was when I first got my apartment in Ohio. This was about like, yeah, I got it 2 years ago. Time flies. That's crazy. Okay, around the time when I started first hanging out with Sin was in my first apartment. Mind you, I lived by myself in my first apartment. I have family in Ohio, but we're all doing our own thing. Like, we're not seeing each other every day. Like, kid you not. But I'm living by myself, and you know, like, I just want you guys to take note of that and put it into consideration. Yeah, like, she's just coming over my house. Like, she's spending the night at my house, mind you, because I had no man at the time. Like, I had nobody, okay? So she would come over to my house, spend the night, chill with me, hang out. We'll go out. Like, this girl was just a blast, right? This girl was a blast. She's a blast. Sin has fun. Sin is a fun girl, okay? Now, some people would say that she's, I don't want to say the word thotty, because, like, we're mature now, right? Like, come on. I think, like, she's promiscuous, yeah, but she owns it. She owns that she's promiscuous. Like, she owns it. She very much does. Very much does. Me and Sin are getting closer, and, you know, it's good. Everything's good. It's going good, right? Now, one day, it's nice outside. Sin calls me, and she's like, hey, like, you know, where you at? Come out, like, come out to play, like, basically telling me to come outside. So I'm just like, all right, like, okay, but I don't have any money. I just paid all of my bills. Mind you, I'm living by myself. I had no lip gloss on this whole time. Give me 1 second. So Sin is telling me to come out and play. So I'm just like, all right, like, I'm gonna come outside and play. So that's how we talk to each other too. We talk to each other like we're 10 years old. We'd be like, oh my God, let's have a play date. And it's like, girl, we are 25 years old. But I get what you mean. Let's have a play date. Come over and let's just chill. Okay? So I'm getting dressed. Boom. I go to her house, and I'm excited to see her. She's excited to see me. We both look good. So we look good. Okay? We look good. So at this point she's just on her phone, like she's telling me like, yeah, no, we're about to have a blast, like don't worry, you don't need no money, because I already told her I paid all my bills. Like, girl, the only thing I have on me is smoke, trees. That's the only thing I got on me. So I'm telling her like, yeah, I can't contribute much, I cannot contribute much. But like I said, Sin is a promiscuous girl. She is the type of girl that has a roster. She has I've seen this bitch's roster, okay? Like, she is one of those girls that is promiscuous, that has a roster. Kid you not, even if she didn't have any money, she would call somebody and they will come bring her money. Kid you not, he'll just drop it off. I've seen it happen. Okay, I'm not saying that she's not doing anything to keep these men happy, but I don't know. The bitch's roster runs deep. It runs deep. And I don't know how deep it runs. I still don't know how deep it runs. And I've been friends with her for about like a year and some change now. Still don't know how deep her roster runs, but it runs deep. She's texting somebody, right? And then she's also looking at me. So we're inside her house. We're chilling. She's texting and she's like, yeah, no, we about to have fun. We about to have fun. We about to have fun. At the same time, she's texting, she's just looking at me, she's telling me like, yeah, no, we about to have fun, we about to be lit, like you ain't gotta worry, bottles on deck, anything that you need is on deck, food on deck, anything you need is on deck. I'm looking muscular in this shirt. Honestly, I have been working out, so I don't know. Let me stop. Okay, so I'm like, okay, so what are we about to do? She's like, listen, like we're just gonna have fun, but I don't feel like driving. She told me that she didn't feel like driving. We're not taking her car. Mind you, I didn't take my car to go to her house either. So I definitely wasn't driving. Like, I was definitely planning on getting drunk. So she's like, oh no, like I'm not driving today, like, but it's cool, like it's cool, you don't have to worry about nothing, nada. So I'm just like, okay, so who's picking us up? One of the girls. So Sin had friends, like obviously she has friends. I've met her friends. I'm not gonna call her friends my friends, because like I don't throw that word around loosely. Like, to call you my friend is just a high it's a high statement, and it's an honor. So yeah, no, I don't throw it around loosely. I learn from my mistakes. Yes, I did. I learned from my fucking mistakes. She's telling me that, oh yeah, like she doesn't feel like driving, we're just gonna be in somebody else's car. So I'm like, whose car is it? One of your friends? One of the girls are coming to pick us up? She's like, no girls. No girls is coming to pick us up. Like, she was hesitating on telling me who was picking us up, because I know who her roster is. Her roster has an age group, right? So when she told me, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna have my sugar daddy pick me up. No judgment here, right? No judgment here. So when she said that, I'm like, I really should have left. But she's telling me I don't need to do nothing. I just need to be there, and I could get food, drinks, and etc. You get what I'm saying? So I'm one of those girls. Like, I don't need to do nothing. I just need to sit here and look pretty. Okay, cool. I can do that. But so she tells me her baby daddy is pulling up to pick us up. I'm already hesitant, and I'm looking at her like, girl. Because mind you, the roster of men that she would have, they are at a certain age. The cap range that the men that she would bring around me and their homies, like the oldest that they will be is around 35 years old. That's the oldest cap. You know, cap age is 35 years old. So when she telling me sugar daddy, I'm like, he has to be older. And I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, he has to be older. How old does she go? How old does her roster go? Like, when you're learning so much about your friend, it's just like, oh, I don't want to ask you that question because I don't want you to think I'm judging you. I'm just really trying to I'm really trying to see. I'm really trying to know. Like, hold up. No judgments here, right? So she tells me her sugar daddy is picking us up. Let me give him a name because I don't want YouTube to flag down this damn video. YouTube be having beef with me. I don't know what it is. Like, sometimes they even take my views away. Like, I will go to check my views and the views will go up. But then when I go to check it like 3 hours later, the views will go down. I'm like, how are the views going down? YouTube is playing with me. They got beef with me, on God. But I ain't got beef with y'all. Y'all beefing with your damn selves. And in the end, God wins. So she tells me that, and honestly, I don't know, guys. Like, in the moment, you have to understand the type of person that I am. It's so hard to be me because even when I don't want to be mean, I sound mean. Even because I'm telling the truth. Even when I don't want to say anything, I could sit here quietly just because if you ain't got nothing nice to say, you ain't got to say it at all. So I could sit here quietly and people would think, oh yeah, she's antisocial. She got a problem. It's hard to be me, guys. It's really hard to be me. So I'm looking at this girl. I'm looking at Sin, my friend, while she's telling me that her sugar daddy is about to pick us up, and I had no reaction. I had no reaction. I didn't say yes and I didn't say no. That kind of hit me because it's like, damn, yeah, she really didn't give me an option. She didn't tell me what we were doing, and then she just sprung it on me like that. I feel taken advantage of a little bit because it's like, on one hand, I don't want to be judgmental, but on the other hand, you give an inch, they take a fucking mile. So I didn't give her a reaction, right? So now I'm on my phone. I'm just on my phone, just shutting the fuck up. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't know what I was thinking. I was just stuck. I was stuck. So I'm on my phone. So she's like, oh my God, he's here finally, right? So I get up, I grab my stuff, making sure that I don't leave nothing at her house. Because that's another fucking story for y'all. Make sure that I don't leave nothing at this bitch's house. And I take all of my stuff and I'm walking to the car. He had all tints. Let's just say that. He had all tints, right? So I'm not seeing the driver. I'm not seeing it. I'm walking to the car. I get in the back seat. Automatically when I open the door, he turns his head and he looks. We're going to give him a name. We're going to call him Damien. So her sugar daddy, SD sugar daddy, put it together, y'all. Keep up. So I open the door, right? He turns his head and he automatically looks at me and he's like, ooh, oh, hello, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good, how are you? And he's like, I'm good, like, oh, what's your name? Mind you, my friend is now just opening the door. When he's asking me what's my name, my friend is now Sin, getting in the front seat. She's opening the door and he's like, what's your name? I'm like, Portia. Random fucking name, y'all. I was like, Portia. He's like, oh, Portia. Oh, lovely to meet you. Like, guys, I'm not saying nothing. So after he says that, right, he's talking to Sin now. He's like, oh yeah, how you been, baby? They kissing. She's sucking on his lip. Mind you, I'm not even exaggerating. I believe this man was about like 70 years old. Nothing wrong with it, though. Nothing wrong with you being with a 70 years. You see how I'm not trying to be judgmental? It's not my place to judge. There's nothing wrong with you being with a 70-year-old man. That's not your... There's nothing... I was going to say that's not your grandfather, right? There's nothing wrong with it. By all means, do what you want to do. Just, why the fuck do I have to be here? Or give me a choice. Be like, hey, Bree, I'm going to meet up with my old ass sugar daddy. Do you want to come? Oh, Damien, right? They done kissing and he's like, oh, yeah, I met your lovely friend, your beautiful friend, Portia. Sin looks at me. She's like, she turns her head. Portia, yeah, no, Portia is funny. She's laughing. She's smiling right now. She's like, no, Portia is funny. Portia is really funny. Like, you'll like her. You'll like her. And he was like, yeah, no, I think I already like her. And she was like, no, not like that. Not like that. Nah, she's just my friend. Like, don't make her feel uncomfortable, basically. Like, I think the whole reason why Sin never told me that she was on this sugar daddy bullshit is because, like, she thought, she already knew that I wasn't into that. Like, that's not what I do, right? But I don't know what this bitch was thinking. Somebody tell me what she was thinking. Somebody tell me what this bitch was thinking. So, she's like, no, don't make her feel uncomfortable. Like, that's my friend. That's my friend. Like, she's a good friend. Like, don't do that. So she checked him a little bit, and he was like, oh, okay, no, I only have eyes for you anyways. Like, he's talking to her Sin. He's like, I only have eyes for you, baby. I wasn't talking to her like that. Like, no, but it was nice to meet you, Portia. It's nice to meet you. And then I'm like, yeah, And then he's like, oh, so what does your friend drink? Portia, what do you drink? Mind you, Portia is not my name. So throughout this whole motherfucking night, this nigga was calling me Portia. It got really annoying. It got so fucking annoying. It got so annoying to a point where I even forgot I told him that's my name. Like, at some point, I was tipsy enough for... We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So he's like, Portia, what do you like to drink? What can I get you to drink? I'm like... expensive vodka. Sin is just like, he has liquor at his house. Like, he has plenty of liquor, plenty of bottles, trust me, at his house. Like, we could just like pull up to the gas station and grab some wine coolers. So as soon as she said that, my face just goes rolling of the eyes and everything. Because how are you gonna tell me that he has liquor at his house? Like, who wanted to go to his house? What was Sin thinking? What the fuck was she thinking? He goes to the gas station, right? He goes to the gas station, he gets out the car, and he goes to get the wine coolers and beer, right? I'm automatically checking my friend, like, what makes you think that I wanted to hang out with him today? What makes you think that I want to go to this nigga's house? Like, what makes you think? She's just like, girl, like, trust me, like, you don't have to do nothing. Nobody's gonna touch you. Nobody's gonna do nothing. Like, I had some stuff in my purse, so I wasn't feeling unsafe, because if anything went down, trust me, I would have gotten out of any situation. You get what I'm saying? But it's just the principle. Like, I did not come out to play with you and your sugar daddy. I came out to play with you. So Damien gets back in the car. Now he's just like, here you go. He's passing me the wine coolers in the back. The beer is in the back with me. Why would y'all do that? If you know, you know. I'm drinking all that shit. So I got the wine coolers in the back seat with me. Matter of fact, as soon as he placed it down, I picked up a wine cooler, I popped it open, and I was just chug. So Damien asked me, hey, Portia, do you smoke? And I'm like, yeah, like, can I smoke in your car? I already had something rolled in my purse, like. So I was like, yeah, can I smoke in your car? He was like, yeah, go ahead, like, spark up, like, let me know if you need trees. I could give you trees. Like, don't worry about it. I give her trees all the time. So if I give you trees, it's like giving her trees. So I'm just like, okay. I had that look of like, okay, you could give me the trees, but you know ain't nothing, right? So my friend was just like, yeah, no, like, she could have my trees for the night. Like, it's cool. Like, trust me, it's cool. Like, the way that she made it sound was just like, bro, this is what he does. Which he does. He does be doing this shit. Being around them a couple more times after this, like, made me realize, like, yeah, like, he really just be like this. Like, here, take it. He's like, yeah, just let me know if you need trees. And I'm like, Like, I'm trying not to talk to him too much, but it seems like he's trying to talk to me. Like, he's trying so hard to talk to me. Like, Portia, what do you like to drink? Portia, can I... You need some trees, Portia, I got you some trees. It's like, damn, my name's not even Portia, and back the hell up. He was being nice though. He was being really, really friendly, which is cool, but it's just like, I'm not interested. You're my friend, sugar daddy. If anything, like, just keep your attention on her. Don't, you get what I'm saying? At this point, wine cooler number 1 is down. And it's a 6-pack wine cooler, okay? Wine cooler number 1 is down. Number 2 is down. Number 3, I'm going at number 3. And I noticed that I've been smoking way too long. I've noticed that I just drank at least 3 wine coolers. And he is still driving. Damien's driving somewhere. And I don't know where we're driving to. But I'm just like 3 wine coolers in. 3 trees in. Full perfect joints in, and I'm like, hold on, Bree, open your fucking eyes. You're not from here. Where the fuck are these motherfuckers taking you? Like I said, I thank God that I haven't been in that position where I needed to fend for my life, and I thank God. But like, when I'm out with new people, that's just what I goes through. And I've at this point, I've known Sin for a year and some change, and I still had like my reservations about her. Like, she's not a new friend, but she's kind of new to me. Like, if we just started being friends in 2020 or 2021, like, you're a new friend. Like, all of my good, loyal best friends are from when I was baptized, since I was a baby. So now I'm just questioning it. I'm opening my eyes. I'm just like, hold the fuck up. You know Sin, but you don't really know her like that, right? Because I didn't know her. She had a sugar daddy. Yes, I knew she had a roster of niggas, but I did not know she had a sugar daddy. Or maybe I didn't pay attention. I don't fucking know. So I'm starting to open my eyes, right? And he finally pulls up to a complex. Damien pulls up to a complex, and he parks right in front of this like complex, right? We're in the parking lot of this complex, but like he's parked right in front of like a complex house. So now I'm looking around the block. Like, we in the hood, so I'm looking around the block to see what I see. I don't see no children, no nothing outside. But I feel Sin looking at me. So I look at her, and she's just looking at me like, and I'm just like, she's like, and I'm like, girl, we haven't been friends for that long for me to just look at you and know exactly what you're saying. What the fuck are you saying? Damien, he gets on the phone. He gets on the phone, and some girl answer. Mind you, this nigga is bold. This old ass nigga is bold. He has it on speaker. The thing that I learned with hanging out with Sin is that her sugar daddy, how do I explain it? Like, these sugar daddies have multiple women, and these multiple women know about each other. They done stuff with each other. They hang out with each other. They know about each other. That's all I'm gonna say. So he gets on the phone, brave and bold. He puts it on speaker, and some girl picks up. She's like, hello. He's like, yeah, I'm outside. All you see is like a woman or a figure go to a window, because we're facing a house. So all I see is somebody go to the blinds and peek out the window, and she was like, I'm coming. So now we know a girl's coming outside because she was on speaker, right? A girl comes outside. We're going to call this girl. We're going to call this girl Problem, because the Problem got a problem. Okay, she got a problem. Like, Problem look like she got a problem. Like, she just looks like one of those girls that just walking with problems. Like, just a walking problem. She's a walking problem. Okay. So Problem walks outside the house, right? And mind you, we're in a tinted vehicle. So she walks straight to the driver's side, and she knocks on the window. As soon as Damien rolls down the window, she's looking all in the car. She's looking all in the car. She's like looking all around, and I'm like, I'm in the backseat, mind you. I'm on my 4th wine cooler at this point. Child, I was throwing those shits back. Oh, I was throwing those shits back because I didn't want to be there. And usually when I'm somewhere where I don't want to be, something's happened. And something did happen. So I'm on my 4th wine cooler. So so Problem is looking around the car, and I'm just in the back. Chug, 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 chug. And Damien finally says to Problem, like, damn, can I get a high? Like, you have no manners. Clearly she fucking doesn't. He's like, do you have no manners? Can I get a high? Like, damn. And she's like, hi, my love. Hi, my love. She's like, my love, my love, my love, my darling. Like, of course she didn't say it that many times, but like, that's how she said it. And I'm like, my love. I look at Sin and I'm like, you just gonna let this nigga play in your face like yeah, that's your sugar daddy, but still, like, you just gonna let this nigga play in your face like that? My love. And him, Damien, and Problem started making out. So Damien and Problem started making out. Like, she's rubbing on him through the car. Like, she's still outside the car, guys. She's rubbing on him and kissing him. And they start making out. And I'm looking dead ass at Sin like, I don't think Sin really cared because she was about her money. When I tell you she had a roster, she could get money. And she could, like, listen, every hustle ain't for me. Problem is kind of making out with Damien, and they finally unlock lips, and I'm looking like, this is disgusting because when he picked us up, he was kissing Sin. That's not it. That's not it. Y'all swapping saliva. So now Damien points at Sin, and he's talking to Problem. He's like, hey, you remember Sin, right? You remember Sin. You remember Sin. And she was like, yeah. When Damien points at me, he's like, oh, that's her friend Portia in the back. Portia's mad nice. Like, that's her friend Portia. Like, do you know Portia? And she's like, no, I don't know Portia. Hi, Portia. Like, she's mad nice to me. She's like, hi, Portia. And I'm like, hi. Take me home. I think at this point I was on my 5th wine cooler. I am getting tipsy, y'all. I drank this whole pack by myself, like, and I'm smoking by myself. I'm having fun in my own little world, like. Well, she's like, yeah, Portia, you're mad pretty. You're mad pretty. I'm like, thank you. So are you. I be lying. I be lying. I don't know why I feel the pressure on telling somebody that they're pretty when they call me pretty. I feel the pressure even when they're not pretty. Like, I'll be like, oh my God, you're pretty too. Like, I don't know why I feel that pressure. That's peer pressure. Because I be telling these hoes they cute when they really not. Bitch, I think I sound like an asshole. But I'm really not an asshole, y'all. Y'all just have to get to know me. People are the assholes. I'm just the sarcastic enlightenment. She's like, oh, so what are you guys about to do? Damien goes, we're about to go back to my house for some drinks, just chill, smoke, etc. And he's like, do you want to come? So he invites her. I still don't know nothing, guys. I don't know nothing about what happened between Sin and Problem. I don't know nothing. Damien knows. I don't know. So Damien invites Problem to come hang out with us. And me, I'm in the backseat just, sure, why not? Come hang out with us. Like, I'm never scared for anything to go left. Like, I'm not scared of no bitch. Like, I'm good. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. So he asks her to hang out with us, and she's like, okay, yeah, let me go. Let me just get my shoes. So she walks back up in the house. But when she walks back up in the house, some older girl walks out of her house, and she's just staring straight into our car. Well, not our car, but the car that I'm in. She's just looking straight into it. And I'm looking at Sin. Sin looks nervous at this point. Like, she looks a little nervous. Like, mind you, I don't want to say I never seen her nervous, but I haven't seen her nervous. So she looks a little nervous. I'm like, who was that? I'm asking out loud. Like, whoever wants to answer me, just answer me. So I'm like, who was that? Damien's like, oh, that's Problem. That's one of my lady friends. That's something that he would call Sin. He will call Sin his lady friend, but we all know that that's your sugar baby. You get what I'm saying? So he said lady friend, and I'm like, oh, like Sin is your lady friend. And she looks at me and she's just like, yeah, like I know her, like we've done things together, like we fucked around before. Like she said it blatantly out loud. She's like, yeah, no, I know her, like we all fucked around before, like me, her, and him, we fucked around before. And I'm like, oh, okay, my non-judgmental ass. Okay, great for you guys. Great. What do you say to that? What do you say to that bullshit? So she's like, yeah, no, we fucked around before, but like she doesn't like me. She doesn't like me at all. And I'm just like, she doesn't like you. And then Damien, he starts like chuckling a little bit. He's like, she likes you. Come on. And she's like, I don't know the full story, all right? But all I know is that they don't like each other, but they all messed around before. So now I'm just like, I'm tipsy a little bit, high. I really don't know what I was thinking. I didn't feel like the need to like tell him to take me home right then and there because I didn't feel uncomfortable yet. Problem finally comes out the house. She finally gets in the car. And now we are on our way to Damien's house. Mind you, when she gets in the back seat, like, she's not talking to me. I'm not talking to her. I don't know you. So, yeah, we're not talking. So, we finally get to Damien's house, and we get to this raggedy ass complex, and honestly, I did not even want to get out the car. I was better in the fucking car. Like, I was living in my own world in the car. Because sometimes, like, when Sin and Damien would be having their own conversation, he would try to involve me in their conversation. He'll be like, Portia, right, Portia, you hear me? Can she hear me? She got headphones in. Like, yo, I was trying to live in my own little world in this backseat, but he just kept talking to me, and Sin is over here like, Portia, I know you. She hears you. Like, she's good. She's just good. She's good. She's just good. So, we finally get to the complex. We all get out the car. When we get out the car, here goes Problem. She runs towards the driver's seat or whatever to like wait for him to get out the car. She waited for him to get out the car, and now she's wrapping her arm around him, and now they're walking inside the house. Sin is like 1 inch behind them. I'm behind Sin, and I'm just like, the battle of the pick-me's. I cannot. Why am I here? I'm like, the battle of the pick-me's? Oh no. So we get in the house, and we're all in the living room area. We got the living room area right here, but we have a table behind the living room area. It's like a dining room area. So I'm at the dining room, but I can still see everything that they're doing in the living room, right? There's a big ass TV. They're sitting on the couch. Damien, he sits in the middle between Sin and Problem. He has both arms around both women. He's just chilling. They turned on a movie. Me, I'm chilling at the dining room, rolling. And in the music, I did have one of my AirPods in. I was listening to music. I was chilling. 30 minutes into the movie, I see Damien and Problem. I keep forgetting what I name her. I see Damien and Problem. They start making out. Full-blown making out. And mind you, Damien's arm is still around Sin. I don't know how she did this. But like I said, I don't think Sin really cared because she was just there for the money. And I was just there for the drinks. Like, nah, let me stop. But they just full-blown start making out. And at some point, Damien stopped making out with Problem and he turned his head to kiss Sin and she started kissing him. Both of you girls got an issue with each other, but you are swapping spit. I don't understand how. How do you have an issue with me, but my coochie literally been in your mouth? How does that happen? Girls are weird. Girls are weird. We sharing the same nigga, but we got an issue. We got a problem. I'll be damned. Oh, I'll be damned. I ain't gotta say nothing. You know when like people know you enough to know that you will cause a problem, so they don't do the stuff that will make you cause a problem? Yeah, like I like it. Okay, so I'm just looking at this disgusted. My stomach is turning. Like it's just turning because mind you, you have to think about his age. You thinking he's a young? No, he's not. He's not. That was nasty to look at. It was real disgusting to look at. Finally, Sin gets up and she comes sit by where I'm sitting by in the living room. And now we're talking. Like, now we're just talking. Sometimes, like, we'll even whisper because now she's downloading me. Sin is downloading me on the problems she got with Problem. And now I'm like, oh, okay. So, like, that whole situation was a mess within itself. I'm not even going to explain it because I wasn't there and I don't care to explain it. But long story short, they were having a threesome. Her, Damien, and Problem. They were having a threesome and Problem got too drunk and they just had a problem. Problem always has a problem. So, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, she's just downloading me. And I'm like, okay, cool. So finally, I hear Problem just speaking over the movie. Mind you, the movie is at a good volume. Problem is like talking over the movie and she's just talking out loud. She's like, yeah, no, because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I will beat any bitch up for you. Like, no, you're mine. You're mine. She's talking to Damien. But we hear her. So now she's talking over the movie and now like 10 minutes go by, she's still talking shit. Like I hear her talking shit, but like clearly it's not about me. Like I don't damn sure do not want that man and I don't want to fuck with you. Right? If it don't apply, let it fly. Clearly it's not about me. So I'm like, okay. All right, she got a problem with someone else. Like, I don't know. Continue on talking shit. And then finally Damien's like, hey, do you guys wanna play music? And he was like, Sin, come play some music. Sin goes play a song, right? Me and Sin are vibing. Like it kind of dies down. Like Problem kind of dies down with the talking shit. Like once we play the song, so me and Sin, we at the table, we just chilling, vibing, right? We play like a kind of lit vibing song. Here she go. A Problem is like, let me play the next song. So she grabs the remote. She goes to play a song. And she plays that song that's like, yours, mine, ours. I could do this for hours. And that song. But she played the extended version. That song really would have went on for hours. Like, bro, she played the extended version and the whole time she's singing to Damien. Like she's looking in his eyes. She's like, I could do this for hours. Suck your D for hours. I don't know the song, guys, but you get what I'm saying? Like it was too much. The battle of the pick me's, honey. Because when Sin seen that, she even looked disgusted. She was like, girl, you doing too much. Sin was like, yeah, no, she doing too much. She's just doing way too much. Finally, the song was going for like a good 15 minutes up until I was just like, can we change the song? Can we change the song? So Damien's like, yeah, we could change the song. So he passes me the remote. Here goes Problem. Oh, so that's one of your lady friends too? Because you didn't introduce her as your lady friend. So like, that's one of your lady friends too? And I'm looking at her like, surely she's not talking about me. So I'm just clicking in my song. I forgot what song I played. But I'm clicking in my song. And I play my song. And I just hear her. I just hear her over my music at this point. She's like, no, I don't give a fuck about these bitches. Like, I don't care about these bitches. Both of them. Both of them. Both of, that's all I kept hearing. I was just like, both of them. Both of who? Both of what? So all I hear is like, both of them. Both of them. So I pick up the remote and I pause it. And as soon as I paused it, I catch her saying, yeah, because I could get my daughters to fuck them up. She's throwing out threats now. Like, oh, you want to throw out threats. Like, let me go to my purse real quick. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't throw out threats that your ass cannot cash. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So she's just talking. Just talk. At this point, I'm looking at Sin because, bitch, Sin is the one that has an issue with Problem. Problem has an issue with you. I don't know this girl from a hole in the wall. If this bitch says one more threat, it's gonna be a motherfucking issue, bro. I'm looking at Sin, and Sin is just like, here, this is what she did last time. You see, this is how we got here last time. That's what she did last time. She wants to get drunk. The girl was drunk. Problem was slurring her words. Like, she did sound like she was drunk, but bitch, Problem was older than me. So, girl, handle your liquor. So, Sin is like, yep, that's exactly what she did last time. And that's exactly why we almost fought last time. Like, so she's telling me this. And Damien's just like, all right, no, chill out, guys. Like, relax. Come on. Play some music. He's telling me to play some music. He's like, Portia. I'm ignoring the fuck out of him. Because at this point, Problem just threatened us. Well, not us. She just threw out a threat. Like, Problem just threw out a threat. And Sin is feeling uncomfortable. But this nigga is in the corner like, Portia, play some music. And the whole time I'm like, looking at Problem. But obviously I hear him. But that's not my name, nigga. I'm ignoring you. He didn't get the memo just yet, okay? It took him a few times to realize that's not my fucking... I was never gonna tell him. Joke's on you, nigga. But, like, when he found out that my name is not Portia, it kind of like... He looked hurt a little. I don't know, he looked hurt. So, he's like, Portia. I'm ignoring the fuck out of him. Now I'm looking exactly like her, and I'm like, what's the problem? And I said it out loud. I'm like, what's the problem? What's going on? And I'm looking at Sin. I'm looking back and forth, looking at everybody. Like, what's going on? What's the problem? And she's just like, no, like, you bitches. Like, if y'all want an issue, like, I can call my daughters down here and it could be a fucking issue. Like, you bitches. Both of y'all. I'm not going to be too many bitches. Like, I'm really not. I'm not going to be too many of them. I'm not. So at this point, I don't feel safe sitting down. I'm slowly collecting my things, right? Putting my stuff in my purse. My phone is in my purse. Keys are in my purse. Everything is tied up. My purse is shut. Zip shut, right? So now I'm getting up, right? I'm getting up and I'm just like, yeah, no, I know she's not talking to me. There must be a motherfucking confusion. Because I know she's not. Now I'm just talking my shit. Because at the end of the day, no. I'm like, oh no, I know she's not talking to me. No, I know for a fact she's not talking to me. I'm like, no, I know she's not talking to me. I really box niggas up. Like, I really box you. I'll box you the fuck up. I know you're not talking to me. And she just looked at me. The way she looked at me, she was just like, no, I don't even know you. I'm not talking. Like, she looked and stopped. Once I said I box bitches the fuck up, like, she stopped and looked at me and she was like, no, I'm not talking to you. Like, she never heard that slang before. Mind you, I'm in Ohio. She never heard that slang before, so she's probably just like, one, I don't know what that means, but I don't want to find out. Like, she gave me that look like, girl, what the hell does he mean? But then she quickly changed her face to be like, listen, I wasn't talking to you. I don't even know you. I'm not talking to you. But if you want a problem, we can have. I'm like, no, like, I don't know you. But you talking like they, both of y'all. Put a name on it. She's like, no, I don't even know it. I'm like, yep, you don't. And she's like, oh, your friend. I'm like, Take it up with her. Take it up with her. So now she's calling my friend all types of B's, all types of, and she's getting in my friend's face at this point. At this point, I'm looking at my friend like, bitch, you better get up and you better swing on this. So I don't care. I don't care how old she is. I don't care how big she is. It don't fucking matter. It really don't. So she's getting in Sin's face, and at this point, I'm like, Sin, get up. Go to work. Go to work, Sin. You need to go to work. You need to check in, clock in. What the fuck? Clock in. I'm talking to her like I'm her mother, I'm her coach or something. Like, but no, this girl is standing over my friend. Like, you ain't gotta be a fighter to be my friend. But like, girl. So now she's standing over my friend, and I'm like, Sin, clock in, go to work. Go to work. Go to work. And like, I know Damien and Problem was probably looking at me like, we really don't understand this girl. Like, they really probably just didn't understand me. But I don't care. I sometimes don't understand the accents that and the slang words that they be using out in Ohio. Like, one time somebody said that I was pissing. Oh yeah, you pissing? Oh yeah, she's pissing. She's pissing right now. And I really had to think about it. I'm like, what does that mean? And it means steaming, like you hot, you pissed off. Pissing. Oh yeah, you pissing right now. You pissed off. Like, they use slang words that I don't know. So, you know, just get used to it. So I'm like, clock in, go to work. Go to town on that bitch. Go to town. Whole time Damien's like, Portia. Finally, I turn around and I'm like, what? What? Just what? What? He's like, no, like, don't get involved in it. Like, I got this. Like, they won't fight. They won't fight. As soon as he said that, Problem took off. As soon as he said that, Problem took off on this girl. Problem took off on my friend Sin. Mind you, Sin was still sitting down. But once Problem took off, Sin did what the fuck she had to do, honey. She went to town and worked on that ass. That's what I'm saying. That, as you should. As you should. So now, like, mind you, my friend is sitting down. So Problem lunges at her. Just boop, lunges at her, grabs her hair. Sin, she gets hit. She's sitting down. She gets hit. She pushes. Like, the chair goes back a little bit, but then she pushes at Problem. And now they're like tussling. She uppercutting. She getting her shit. Like, she uppercutting. She doing her thing. Like, as you should. Oh, Damien, his old ass. Nothing against you old motherfuckers, though. But Damien, he goes to grab Sin. And mind you, he's like, Portia. Every single time this nigga said the name Portia, I swear. He's like, Portia. I'm just staring. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at every single hit. But he's just screaming the name. I was going to say my name, but it's not my name. It's not my name. Tell a nigga a fake name, guys. It will save you the headache. A nigga's calling your name like that. Like, nigga, I don't know you like that to be calling my name. Though, how many times as he said Portia, like, from the time that I met him to the fight, he said my name about like 100 or 200 times. I kid you fucking not. This nigga was saying Portia. I don't know if he liked the name. I don't know. But he just kept saying Portia. I'm just looking at the fight, like, watching it. He's like, Portia. At some point, he let go of Sin and he faced to turn me. He's like, are you okay? What are you doing? Do you not hear me calling you? Are you okay? Can you help me? So I'm like, all right, grab Problem and I'm going to grab Sin because I'm definitely not touch Problem. Because if I touch Problem and Problem give me a problem, it's going to be a bigger problem than Problem had in the problem in the first place. He grabs Problem and I'm grabbing Sin and I'm just already telling her, screaming to her like, yo, it's me. Do not motherfucking swing. Do not swing. No, don't swing at me, girl. It's me. I got you. So I'm holding Sin and they're finally separated, right? Hairs are messy, scratches on their face. It was a good fight, to be honest. Like, battle of the pick-me's. They were going for each other's jugular, and they got it. Like, scratches on the face, shirts are ripped, hair is out the bun. It okay. I don't want to say nobody won that fight, because it was just like it was an even fight. It was an even fight. So now Sin is just like, I fucked her up. I'm like, yep, you sure the fuck did. You sure the fuck did. And now she's like, shut the fuck up. No, she didn't. I'ma call my daughters. Mind you, this bitch, it was older than us. So like, yeah, no, she had grown ass daughters. The woman that came out of her house, of Problem's house, when we went to go pick her up, and the woman that was staring out into the car, that was her daughter. That was one of her daughters. So her daughters were grown. So this bitch had to be grown as hell. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying she was around Damien's age, because she wasn't. She was definitely younger than Damien. Damien was about like, I want to say 70 years old, and I want to say this girl was about like, what, 50 something. Yeah, she wasn't that far. She's just throwing out threats. I'ma call my daughter. Let me stop. I'm gonna call my daughters. I'm gonna call my daughters. Like, all right, can we go? Like, at this point, I'm asking Damien, like, can you drop me off? Like, at this point, I'm good. It wasn't even that the fact that she said she was getting her daughters, because, like, I'm never afraid for anything to go left. But it's just like, at this point, I'm good. I'm good, guys. I came out for a little buzz, and I got a little buzz and a little bit of entertainment. Like, I'm good to go home. Like, let me just go home, right? So he's like, yeah, that's a good idea. Like, you know what? I'm gonna drive all you guys home. Like, everybody get ready. Everybody grab your stuff. Like, I'm gonna take y'all home. He's like, I'm gonna take y'all home. And I'm like, okay, great. Finally, right? Mind you, the wine coolers are done. He's telling me, hey, you want to take a bottle? Like, I know it's my first time meeting you, and it was a little messy. Like, I'm older. I don't do this. And I'm like, yeah, no, it is very messy. Like, you did leave a bad taste in my mouth. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. He was like, oh, take a bottle. Do you want this? Do you want this weed? And it looked like a good bag. So I was like, yeah, let me take the bag. And I'm like, thank you. Still being, humble and appreciative. But at the end of the day, I was just like, yeah, no, you said you're older. You're an old nigga, right? Yeah. Still doing little kid games? No wonder you're not fucking married. He's like, yeah, no, like, I'm sorry, this is not the impression of me. Like, here, you could take it. Like, like, hopefully I see you guys again. Like, hopefully I see you again. He's talking to me. Like, nigga, talk to Sin. Because if you don't see Sin again, you're never gonna see me again. Because, nigga, the fuck. And I'm like, yeah. And then now he's talking to Sin. He's like, yeah, Sin, like, I will definitely make it up to you. Which, let me mind my business. But he was like, yeah, no, I'll definitely make it up to you. Like, you ain't gotta worry about this ever again. I will never bring you around her ever again. And Sin is like, yeah, no, as soon as you picked her up, I told you that she didn't like me. And then he's like, well, she doesn't like anybody. So you chose to bring Sin around a girl that doesn't like anybody? Yeah, that makes sense. A whole lot of fucking sense. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so we all get in the car. It's the same seating arrangements like before when we came here, right? Sin and Damien in the front seat. Damien's driving. Sin is sitting in the passenger seat. Me, I'm right behind the passenger seat. And Problem is in the back seat with me, right? We all get in the car, but we're just waiting for Problem, right? Like, she's just putting on her shoes outside or something. I don't know. Problem finally gets in the car and she lays down. She's laying down. So mind you, her hair is like touching me, and we just kind of got into a little bit of argument. So like, girl, like, but I didn't say nothing, right? I'm shutting up. Being the humble girl that I am, I'm shutting up. And mind you, like, she just looked drunk. So I was just like, maybe she want to lay down. Okay, so she lays down in the back seat and she's invading my personal space. I don't say nothing. Kid you not, we're like 5 minutes onto the road. This girl wakes up in the back seat and she's like, oh my God, oh, stop the car, stop the car. You guys are kidnapping me. Where are you guys taking me? Where are you guys taking me? You guys are kidnapping me. She's like, let me call my daughters. Let me call my daughters. Handle your liquor. Handle it. I don't know what this woman has been through, and I do not care to know what she has been through. I don't want to go through it, God forbid, in the name of him. Okay? But for you to just automatically wake up and automatically think that somebody is kidnapping you, I don't think you need to be drinking. I think you need to be going getting healing work. You need healing done. She starts yelling that, and at this point, I'm frozen. I'm frozen. The situations that I've been in Ohio, guys, like it's unmatched. It's unmatched compared to New York, because this shit out here is like in New York, I had somebody accuse me saying that I tried to run them over with the car. I don't want to say that's normal, but it's, you know, it's normal in New York. Versus in Ohio, somebody says that I tried to kidnap them. We're 5 minutes in, she wakes up and she starts screaming that we're kidnapping her and that she's calling her daughters to come get her. This is where Damien pulls over on the highway. He stops the car and he turns around in his seat to look her dead in her eyes to say, you need to calm down. I am taking you to your house. You are 4 minutes away from you. I think we were about like 7 minutes away, because I seen it on the GPS. He said 4 minutes, but like we were actually 7 minutes away. Maybe it was just to like get her to calm down, but he's like, we are 4 minutes away from your house. I am driving you to your house. You're 4 minutes away. 4 minutes, right? And she's just like, oh no, I'm sorry. Like she just starts saying, I'm sorry. After he says that, he turns around and he starts getting back on the highway, and now he's driving. Now she's like, I'm sorry. Me, I have a shocked look on my face because I'm still stuck on her saying that we tried to kidnap her. So I'm like, she turns to me. She's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I was going to say that it's okay, but I can't say that it's okay. You just accused me of kidnapping you. So I'm looking at her with like just a bizarre look on my face. I'm like, she's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm just looking at her. Trying to see all different sides of her face, because like, what the fuck just happened? We finally drop her home. Like, we are in the complex. It took her 5 minutes to even get out the car. And then it took her like at least 6 to 7 minutes to get in the house. Like, it's a straight walk from the car to her house. But she's just over here like, I'm sorry. Like, just apologizing to Damien. Damien's just like, yeah, like, I'll call you later. Like, I'll call you when you sober up. Like, I'll see you later. After that situation, honestly, I did not want to hang out with Sin and Damien again. But some way, somehow, they got me to come out with them again. Okay? Like I said, I didn't have to pay for much. There was food, there was liquor, beer, wine coolers, trees. There was everything that I needed there. So I really didn't have to pay for much. I didn't have to do for much. I really didn't have to do anything but just sit there and be in the moment. Oh yes, guys, I went out with them a couple more times before I finally cut that whole situation off. Like, I literally had to give my friend an ultimatum, okay? I had to give her an ultimatum. Spoiler alert, me and her are still good friends till this day, okay? But the shit that I go through, why do I go through it? If you made it through this whole video, I thank you so much for kindly supporting and sharing. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video if you can. Y'all already know that life is a bitch and sometimes you are too. So remember to be kind and not to be rude. It's not cute. It's your girl Saint B, and I am out.